Playing small is a paradox, and when you start to really understand this paradox, that's how it's going to allow you to play big. Because the reason that you're actually playing small is because you're judging yourself constantly. You're constantly criticizing yourself. You're constantly looking at where you're not doing enough, or where you're behind, or where you're procrastinating, or where you're lazy, or where you didn't follow through. And so you continue to judge yourself, and then you put yourself in this cycle of not seeing yourself as a person that's capable of playing big. So for example, like if you call yourself a procrastinator, you won't even allow yourself to set big goals or to dream bigger, because you're going to be like, well, I'm a procrastinator. I'm not going to make it happen anyways. And I was using this analogy with a friend the other day. So let's say that you have a dream of making $1 million, or you have a goal of making $1 million. But you don't really allow yourself to have that goal or even speak that goal, because you can't even stick to posting content consistently. You can't even stick to working out consistently. You can't even stick to doing the things that you said you're going to do. So you don't even allow yourself to speak the goal of making $1 million or dream about making $1 million. And so you continue to play small. And so the paradox is this: stop judging yourself for playing small and you'll stop playing small. Stop criticizing yourself for playing small and you'll stop playing small. Because the real truth is, we're always creating our identity with our words and with the ideas that we think about ourselves. Our beliefs, the constant stories that we are speaking over our life, the things that we assume about ourselves, that's actually what we're experiencing. It's not the reality. You aren't experiencing what you believe about yourself. You're experiencing what you're assuming about yourself. And so every time you judge yourself or be critical about you being someone that's a procrastinator or lazy or you don't follow through, that is the reason that you're playing small. Because the truth is, that type of behavior, that type of thinking is what small players do. If you're playing big, you don't have time to be consumed in self-judgment. You don't have time to sit around complaining about what you're not doing right. Because you're playing big, you're operating at another level. You're being of service, you're creating impact. You're speaking, you're teaching, you're doing the things that you love to do. You're too busy hitting your goals and you don't have time to sit around complaining about what you're not doing, because you're so busy doing the things that you need to do. Isn't that interesting? Small players complain and whine all day, and they judge themselves because that's how they keep themselves playing small. And so the way out of playing small is actually to stop looking at what you're not doing right and start to identify, if I was playing big, what would I do? If I was a big player, if I was actually living the dream, what would I do? What actions would I take? And even better than that, we're going to do a reverse engineer and look at the opposite. If I want to continue to play small, what would I do? I would not follow through. I'll be dishonest. I'll be indecisive. I would limit myself from taking action on the things that I know that I can take action on. I would not prioritize the things that are important. And so identify, what would you do if you wanted to continue to play small? Identify, what are you doing right now that is keeping you playing small, and then do the exact opposite. Let's say one of the reasons that you're playing small is that you don't follow through or you don't follow up with people. And so the opposite of that is following up with people. That's how you can play big. Follow up with people all the time. Always be reaching out to people, always following up. Let's say you playing small right now is not prioritizing the things that will actually move the needle forward. Let's say it's important that you write this paper or finish this coaching program. You not following through with that, or you not prioritizing that, is what's keeping you from playing small. So if you want to play big, do the exact opposite. Prioritize the coaching program, follow through with the coaching program, finish the paper. And so it's really interesting because we oftentimes think that we have to yell and judge ourselves so that we can get better. But I want to ask you this question. If you yell at a flower, would it make the flower grow faster? No, it won't make the flower grow faster. So the same thing for you. Yelling at yourself and judging yourself will not make you play bigger. It will just continue to it will continue to perpetuate the loop that you're a small player and you'll keep playing small. And so when you understand this paradox, which is like a lot of other paradoxes in this life, if you want to do better, stop beating yourself up for not doing good and just start seeing where can you improve and make the daily decision to improve. And that's how we're going to win. And that's how we're going to play big.